last.
Let me know when you're ready. Let's start the timer. Ready? I'm ready. I'm just following you. Start.
My name is Natalie Mangiaracina. I'm from Canton, Georgia, and I'm 21 years old, and I'm a freelance photographer. I've been shooting for about 5 years, and I've been doing freelance for 2 years. So my first inspiration was kind of Vogue magazine. I used to take the magazines and cut them up and stuff, and I loved the photography in them. And I bought a small camera when I was younger, just a point shoot, and I started kind of shooting flowers, and I'd set up my Barbie dolls and stuff and take pictures of that because I'm dumb. And then I just got more into shooting friends and family and stuff like that. I think my favorite thing to shoot would be portrait shots, kind of more fashion. And I always try to include some element of color into my shots, either through the clothes or the background. And sometimes I play with different filters and things like that. I'm inspired a lot by different photographers in Atlanta. I follow a pretty big group on Instagram, and we all kind of connect with each other and make sure we comment on each other's posts and stuff like that. And they all shoot in really different styles, so it's kind of cool to see them work with the same models, but they get a totally different shot than I would. Alright, so I shot with a Canon 60D, and I used a 40mm pancake lens, and then I also used this 24 to 105mm lens. I prefer Canon just because the color management on it to me is easier. I actually shot with Nikon for 4 years, and I do have a Sony camera too, so I'm not one of those people that's if you don't buy Canon, I'm not gonna work with you. But yeah, it's my preference. It's mostly for color management. My favorite shoot was a shoot I actually did in a bathtub with a couple of my friends. Basically they wore this bandeau kind of shirt, and I dumped this gold glitter all over them. And the pictures turned out okay. If I looked at them now, I wouldn't really like them. But it just kind of pushed me creatively, and from that point on I just didn't really care. I would make models sit on the ground, or I'd dump something on them. I just didn't care anymore, and it really kind of pushed my artistic boundaries. My main goal really with photography is of course to make it a full-time job, but I also want to be able to create sort of a creative team with different people in Atlanta, photographers, videographers, and models that I've worked with. I'd love for us to be able to meet up monthly and just kind of work off of each other creatively. Instead of being competitive with each other, I think we can get together and use our resources to really create a cool community in Atlanta. My concept for today was a lot of bright colors and a very urban environment. And I also kind of wanted to play with some of the signs I saw, for example at the tattoo shop. I really liked those neon lights in the back. And I thought with her bright shirt, it would really pop the color out too. So that's kind of my concept for the day. I think I really was inspired just by the walls around Atlanta. We have a lot of really cool bright colored walls with different designs. So I just kind of wanted to pull some of that art into my own art. I like to really shout out different artists throughout Atlanta if I use a wall or something that's theirs. I think it's a cool way for us all to kind of connect to one another. I think the challenge went really well. I feel I got a lot of different styles of shots in a short amount of time. I'm not used to being timed when I'm shooting, but honestly I kept checking the time and we still had plenty of time left, so yeah. yeah, I think it went well. I mean, I don't want to be cocky, but I think they turned out good. I haven't seen the other photographers, but yeah, hopefully they all look good. The location was awesome. I think we had a lot of like different styles of places to shoot. Like we kind of had like a suburban area, and then we also had like over by the graffiti and stuff. And Trey was awesome. She's a great model.
Hey.
I didn't have to tell her what to do or anything. She just did her thing and she was great. I think my biggest struggle in the beginning was just kind of scoping out the area since I've never shot here before. But once we sort of walked around a little bit and I could kind of see what was around, I found like a lot of good spots. The easiest part was probably just working with Trey. Like, she's super easy to work with. And for me, that's like an important part. Like, if the model knows how to do their job, it makes my job a lot easier. I'm really excited, definitely. Since we're all shooting like in the same area, I just like seeing like different people's perspective. I think it's awesome. I'm so happy to be included, honestly. Like, I've never done anything like this before, but I really appreciate anything in the creative realm, like photography and videography. To me, like, I just have a soft spot in my heart.
Hey, my name is Trey John Dewberry. I am 20 years old and I am from Mobile, Alabama. I am a model, actress, film director, filmmaker, all of that. I've been modeling for 3 years now. I want to say since my freshman year in college. I would say the only struggle I faced in today's shoot was battling with the cold weather. And that was really it, because honestly it was a breeze. And like just trying to think of like poses and stuff. Even though I was struggling to think of poses, once I got it in my head what I wanted, and me and Natalie communicated, it was pretty easy to communicate the vision and get it nice on camera. I really did enjoy working with today's photographer. It was different. It was very easygoing. She directed a lot, and I really just like photographers who can kind of direct you to, just because the same way they want us to come on set and like make their job easier, it's kind of like easier. They're like, move to the side, do this, do that. So I appreciated that. Oh, I definitely feel like we got great shots today. I think one of my favorite shots I saw was in front of the tattoo shop. So I'm excited to see the edits, and like, you know, I'm excited just to see what we put together. But I know we got great shots. I really enjoyed today's concept because it was more like sporty and kind of just like, it was fun. And I love the pop of color. My last outfit was pretty neutral and more dressy, so this was kind of more laid back, and I liked that. As far as preparation, I was filming other things, so we're kind of late, so I was kind of like about that, because I hate being late to things. And other than that, I don't know, like after we got past the whole we're late thing, it was just smooth sailing from then. Everybody was accommodating and ready to get to work. How do I feel about Meet the Creators? I think it's such a cool concept. I'm very grateful for the opportunity. I got to work with 2 new female photographers, which I haven't really shot with female photographers. Yeah, really like not that much at all, so that was like really great, because I don't know if I have like a preference to male to female, but I feel very comfortable with the female photographers, and I think they kind of get your angles a little bit better than males. They just kind of like yeah, I don't know.
It's a wrap. Say your goodbyes to the people.
Bye.
Say your goodbyes to the people. Bye, guys.
What is good, Meet the Creators? I am Janaea J, the actual creator, director, producer, writer of Meet the Creators. Thank you guys so much for watching. We're growing very rapidly, and I just want to thank you guys so much for that. Make sure you subscribe, turn the post notification bell on if you like what we've got going on and like that. So, yeah. Bye.
You done hit my
videographers. I'd love for us all to be able to like. Should I
You
keep
just
going?
had to
Why
be.
people so? Yeah, why they have to beep? Like you just couldn't wait. Like it was good.
Girl, close your eyes. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. How the
Oh my god.
Horrible, parallel parking.
Terrible
though.
parking. Wow.
that restaurant smells good.
Girl, I can't even get. You can't even get in there without being 21. I'm sorry. Yes.
Factuals.
I'm dropping it back. Let's shoot in front of these palm trees so we look like we're in Miami.
And it's a wrap. Hi, Mom.
Hi,
Oh, you drunk. Careful of them spiders.
I look so white. You're gonna have to put an edit on that.
Oh my gosh.
You're dancing, right?
Hey. That's right. Hey, she's in a picture.
Sometimes I use like a leaf as like a little filter in case you guys are wondering what I'm doing.
Life of a photographer.
Life hack right here. I want to have a wine. I want to have a wine glass with you.
you teach me how to model like that. I'm not.
What? The-
Oh, Lord. Look at her, look. She's doing the squat.
Is that bad? I feel like
No.
that was really bad. Should I do
That
it
was
again?
good. That was good.
Okay.
It was cute. It was
Are you
cute.
nervous over him?
Don't be nervous. Don't be nervous. This is a laid back type of show.
I've been.
You gotta feel that beat. Okay. Oh, thumbnail.
In there. Hope no one lives here.
Sorry if this is your house. We love you though. We do it for the art, nothing else. I can't read with my brightness down, but I only got 5%. Brain fart.
Now look,
Hey.
you see me freezing.
I know I'm super fly. I know I'm super fly. I know I'm super fly.
What the? They should
Oh,
stop
Lord.
driving that.
They don't need to drive that car. They need to take that car off the road. I drink till I'm drunk. I smoke till I'm high. Yay! That song is so lit. Who would have thought Bruno and Gucci would do a song together?
That is a
And
great
it sounds
song.
so
I love that
smooth.
song.
Like, it's just so beautiful.
Who you looking at, me? I'm looking at you. Are you subscribed? You. I'm talking to you. Are you subscribed to the channel? Subscribe. What you waiting on, man? The going on?